Hello and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekender Show. I'm Mal Lee, your host for this evening. As if you already didn't know that I was your host on Don't Cross the Line and the Grassroots Weekender Show. Massive thanks to young Dan there yesterday. Had a great bit of banter, because what happens when you actually load the show up on YouTube, YouTube tends to take a photograph, so you've got to be on your guard basically, because it can pick anything. So if you're doing all this and what have you, then it'll take, I shouldn't have done that actually, because it might just take that. I'll have to change the photograph. I should never have done it, because it picked something out of the show itself. So fingers crossed, I've got my nice smiling face on. And young Dan had a terrible face last night. You thought I'd set him up until I told him, no, it's not me. This is what YouTube does. I know you can do change pictures and all that, because sometimes it becomes complicated throughout, because it asks you to upload a file and it's nothing to do with what you're talking about on the show. But hey ho, that's the way things go. Hope you're having a fantastic time. Hope you had a great day today. Hope you've had loads and loads of good games, and referees have all had great times, and from the sidelines you've all been absolutely A1, no problems, no qualms. Everything has just gone honky-dory in a real world. I'll bet you're around you somewhere along the line. If not your line, someone else's line at Grassroots Football has been a little bit not behaving themselves basically, towards referees or parents each other. And sometimes that's a problem when you've got these hubs, because at the hubs everyone stands on the same touchline, everyone. So if someone says something about a foul or something, someone else will hit back. Whereas you used to have football pitches, remember the grass, and you still have grass where you take one side, the other parents take the other side, and it was sort of segregated, but at least they were shouting over it, and sometimes you couldn't hear what that person was saying anyway. So it kept the aggro down, shall we say, a little bit. But now they're standing very, very close to each other. It makes it a little bit harder if someone comes out with a unwanted comment basically, and someone hears it, and that's my child, and I've heard it and I've seen it, and obviously I've had to step in a few times just to say, calm it down, okay, this is not right yet, we know it, but this is what it is with the hubs, because everyone is stood on the same sideline basically. Not many can separate. You can't go on the pitches, you've got to keep off the pitches. It makes it a little bit awkward, but maybe one day you'll look at things like that, because if the FAs can suddenly really strike at teams losing their position or losing points and having big fines, maybe, just maybe, it'll sink in to all the irate parents and spectators, and it'll become a lot friendlier, and no one will be shouting and screaming from the sidelines towards the referee or to each other. And also it upsets the kids, because the kids witness this, they really do, and we don't want to see that. We can't afford to see that, because those kids will take these memories right back into right forward to their adulthood, and they'll always look back on it then, and they don't like it, and it plays on the mind, and it probably ruins the confidence as they go forward in life. So we have to take that into perspective, and we have to start understanding what damage we're doing to young children and young referees from the sidelines with our verbal abuse and aggressive behaviour. It's got to stop. We have to put an end to it. We all know that. We do not need sideline referees. So when you're going out to a grassroots football match involving the kids, or even any match if you can, try and control yourself. Count to 10 if you think you've got to say something. You can't really go at a referee, because the referees are only human and they can make mistakes as well. You've seen that. We all do mistakes day in, day out. All get something wrong. Something happens. Boy, and does it happen, because I've had a terrible time, and I'll tell you about that very, very shortly. Over the last 10 days, it's just been, things come together. People say things happen in threes, but it's always the worst thing that happens in threes, isn't it? And you don't believe it until it actually happens, but it always happens, basically to me. But this has probably been the hardest that I've had to deal with over the last few weeks, and try and get things organised as well. So what we're trying to say is, please keep the peace on the sidelines, look after the children who are playing, encourage them, that's what it's all about. Encourage your referee, leave the referee to officiate on their own. You don't have to officiate yourselves. You don't have to tell the referee what decision it was, never offside. Have your opinion to next door neighbour, which is whoever it is, one of your adult friends or the opposition. Have an opinion, have a little talk and just say, oh, I thought the referee could have done better there. You know, maybe he got that one wrong, but hey ho, we all make mistakes, and that's the way to look at things, and there's nothing stopping you shaking the hand at the referee before the game and after the game. But please don't make a sarcastic comment to that referee as they're going off. The referees will get things wrong, we know it. Pressure is on them throughout the game, they're on their own, remember that. Where there could be 30, 40, 50, 60, even over 100 people on the sideline. And if all those people are having a go at that referee, can you imagine the pressure? Can you imagine yourself in a job where everyone takes off on you and all at once, everyone goes for you? What it does, how it plays on your mind, think of it. Because I guarantee you, if that happens to a referee, where everyone's shouting and screaming and he's or she, it's playing on their mind, they've made mistakes. And I have talked personally to referees who think they've got something wrong in that game, and they passed it on to me and they just said, I'm sure, you know, I felt like I'd made a mistake, but I didn't know how to get out of it. Well, you can't really, because once you make that decision, that's final. If you start as a referee changing decisions after decision, those people are going to have a field day, irate parents, and even not irate parents, knowing that you can easily change your mind. So you don't change your mind because of a crowd shouting and screaming. You got that wrong. You can't change your mind. You have to stick with your decision, whether it's right or wrong in your mind. What do you think? Have I got it right? Have I got it wrong? I can only give what I see. And that's the way you have to stick to your guns and just go on. And there's no consequences at the end. There shouldn't be, from an irate manager, coach, whatever it may be, or parent. There shouldn't be. Let them discuss it and just say, well, if I got it wrong, I apologise. That's all I can do. I can only give what I see. And you can. Don't change your decision as a referee. No, you have to be impartial. And we know referees are there to be impartial. And that's what you'll get on your course when you go to your local county FA. They will tell you all about it, honestly. They will feed you all the information and hopefully give you the confidence that you deserve and need in grassroots football, because you're thrown into a lion's den. And your first game, it's a rookie ref, and we have the book there to prove it, but it's not all about decision making as a referee. There's kids there as well, and the story combines with referee decisions and players' decisions as well. So think about it. That's what my book is on Amazon. Rookie ref, feeling the football fear. Have to pass that out, don't I? You know, coming up to Christmas again, wow, why don't you just order the book and put it in your child's stocking filler. They'll love you, they'll thank you for it. Honestly, my first ever book illustrated by Lauren Mather, that's Sharon, that's Lauren's mum. See you, man, getting things mixed up. But there you go, honestly, the book is really worthwhile having a look at and having a little read. And you go back to it all the time. And the drawings are absolutely fantastic, so look out for it. Rookie ref, feeling the football fear. And before I come to the other story, I mean, Moan, this is going well, and it's going to go even better when I get out on the sidelines, touchlines, and pass out these leaflets, because I don't agree with all the prices that you're all getting charged by clubs, by hubs. I just like to see people saving money, and people can do something about it. They don't have to put the costs up. Why are we putting costs up? Why? Grassroots football is not and shouldn't be a business. It really shouldn't be. Clubs shouldn't be in there for business. We're a community interest company, a CIC. That's what we are, as Don't Cross the Line. So that means that if we ever make any profits, which we don't, it all goes back into grassroots and the work that we do. And you can see the work that we do. All this equipment, all this put together is for the benefit of grassroots football. We're telling stories, we're trying to get guests in, trying to give you feedback and give you up-to-date information that will happen. so you can feed off us, and it makes grassroots football a little better place. And we're getting kids in as well to do podcasting, and you've just reminded me I've got to get a hold of the choir, a few kids to do their own show. I have to message the mums because I've been up the wall, totally up the wall over the last 10 days, I swear. Honestly, it just ain't changed. You might think the petty things, but they're not. The things in life that you could do without. But anyway, while you're out and about and what you're doing at grassroots football, please keep it simple. Get your child dressed and ready for your game of football. Go out there, go and support them. As a parent, if you're a coach, you might have 1 or 2 teams. Remember, think you don't want sideline referees. Put that in a message, in a group that you all have, to your parents. Remind them that they need to behave on the sidelines. If everyone did that in a group, as a reminder, I know you shouldn't have to, but you should. Just enjoy the game of football, and please let the referee officiate. Use those words. Respect. Add that on if you want to. Hashtag respect for us. Because if we're out and about and we see it, we will approach whoever the irate parents, spectators are, but we don't police it, we don't threaten, we go in there and just have a chat with them and ask them why they're doing things. And you can sort it out if you go in the right manner, the right frame of mind, and talk to the parents or spectators or even the managers or coaches. Things will get sorted. People will understand, and that's the way we've portrayed our Don't Cross the Line campaign since 2003. We're bringing people together in the football communities and communities in general, because it's not just all about football, and that's why we've introduced One Step Ahead on mental health as well. Yes, One Step Ahead on mental health, that's why we've introduced that as well. So, can we all work this together and sing off the same song sheet, and make sure whenever you're out and about, you look after your kids, your other kids, people's other kids. This is what we're saying, each other's kids, as well as your own. Let them enjoy the game of football, put a smile on their face, and if they are being cheeky and what have you, put a stop to it. You've got to give the children good attitudes as well. We're not just saying all the kids are innocent. We're not. We all know, we've all grown up, we've all been there, we've all done it, and you know there's a lot of cheeky kids out there, but you can put a stop to that as an adult, because first and foremost, they look up to you. You are their role model. We can't blame anyone else. It's down to yourselves how your child portrays themselves in the game of football or out in the street. We need adult input, parents' input, and we need the coaches and managers to be strong as well. Work together with the parents and the children and make a difference, and give those children that good attitude. If you have bad attitudes amongst the children in the game itself, then the whole team, it'll rub off on the whole team, and you don't want that. You as a manager and coach, as a parent, you just want to go and watch a nice little football match and enjoy it, and hopefully your child enjoys it as well, and then come home happy and get on with your day. Look forward to each weekend. Should be no animosity in grassroots football. It's a team effort in any sport. Have a look at all the friendly sports. Just have a look around and see how. Look at the golf, give you an idea. Look at the American, Europeans, the golf, the Ryder Cup. Look at it there. Look at the way the players are playing together, the fans are together, and everyone goes silent when they're taking a shot or a putt. You get one odd one shouting things, but it's no animosity, it's showing respect. And that's a massive sport. Why can't we do that and portray that as fans on the sidelines in grassroots football, and realise these are kids playing football. They're learning, developing their skills, and you can help by making sure those kids have a great attitude when it comes to grassroots football, working together as a team. You bounce off each other, have a laugh and joke, but really, coaches, managers, parents, you need to make sure before your child goes into a football game, they're in the right frame of mind and have a good attitude, because I've seen kids who have poor attitudes as well on the grass, on football pitches, and they don't get told off by the mums or dads. It's just always someone else's fault, and it's not. You have to admit it. If the child is portraying a bad attitude on the field of play, then managers and coaches can easily adapt to that and remove that child that you can watch. And then just talk to the children. You don't shout at the children, you just say, encourage them. When I'm talking about shouting at the kids, what I mean is have a good talk to them. Just say to them, it's not wanted in grassroots football amongst your friends or the opposition. Keep your attitude good and your football will turn out good as well, and people will respect you more. We all know it. That's what it's all about in grassroots football. So if you've been out and about today, show loads of respect, because our awareness weekend will be hopefully in April, and we'll keep you updated on everything that we do. One step ahead on mental health as well. That's there for you, that's there for ourselves, that's there for each other. We want to help the kids, we want to make sure that we portray the right message to children. We don't want aggressive or verbal abuse coming from the sidelines behaviour. We need the poor touchline behaviour to a standstill. Stop it, don't take it with you. When you get up in the morning, remember, it's all about the kids playing football, and it's all about the referees officiating, developing their skills for the future. You can help them do that by making sure they've got the good attitude, because mum and dad have got bad attitudes. It's going to rub off straight away to the child, because that's all they're picking up. So think please, and make sure that you go out and enjoy your football matches week in, week out. And even if you're out and about tomorrow, loads of respect on and off the field of play. Make sure that your referee enjoys the game as well as the kids enjoying the game, win, lose or draw. We know cup games will come up very, very soon indeed, and then attitudes will change, but there's no need for attitudes on the sidelines, on the field of play or off the field of play to change. Just go out, and regardless of someone else's attitude, please make sure you walk away from any possible confrontation at grassroots football, and make it good for your child. It goes a long, long way. How long have we got? 2 minutes. 10 days. Struggling, dear me. Wash machine goes. I've been filling the skip up non-stop. Tired out, shattered in amongst work as well. Then the wash machine goes. So I try to get that fixed. Then my car goes. And that has been a nightmare. An absolute nightmare trying to get that fixed as well, and dealt with the finance companies, the garages. Everyone knows what it's like as well, and this is overtime. Everything seems to go at once, and then the wife, who has a nice little holiday, a little break for what she's been going through with the mother-in-law, her mum, she needed a break. Everyone took care of that. On the last day coming home, a bag was snatched from a car. Someone dragged it. Lucky enough she wasn't hurt. She loses her phone, money, and it starts stressing you when you get the phone call from a friend that she's distressed because of what's happened. And it's frightening. People have been really injured with circumstances like this, but this is in Portugal, this is abroad, and people trust the country and don't want things to happen like that. And we know it happens in every country, we know it happens in every city, and we just need to put a stop to it. And you see this with phones in London, on motorbikes. This was a car. Unfortunately, you know, it's lost property. You'll never ever get it back, and insurance companies are onto this and not covering you for loss of phones and things like this. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense, and you still pay a fortune. They do not want to pay out. Simple as that. Anyway, I'm still not over it. Still trying to sort the car out. If there's any good mechanics out there, man at don'ttextheline.com. He's on the Merseyside area, and people you can trust. People like the lad who fixes the washing machines and what have you. Absolutely gem of a guy. And it's people that you can trust, and it's people that you need, knowing they'll do a good job for you and you won't get ripped off, and that's what it's all about. So there you go. We've had a really, really busy, or I have, an unfortunately busy 10 days. Hasn't stopped because I'm on foot at the moment. So I'm walking to work, walking to football, walking, you name it. It's just a nightmare at the moment. And I'm one of those who'll just do independent work and try not to burden anyone else with any problems. And yeah, just get on with life, because I think your life is mapped out, and there must be loads of people out there nodding in agreement. We always say, you know, good things will come. Well, good things don't come very often, do they? And when they do, you have to lap them up, because the majority of time, even though you're positive through life, you have to be positive. There's a lot of negativity that goes on in your life. There's more negativity in everyone's life than there is positive, I assure you. No one has an absolute perfect life. Unfortunately, it's more negativity that goes on within your life. But you have to grin and bear it, get on with it, because life is too short, and make the most of it. Thank you so much indeed for tuning in to the Grassroots Football Show. We'll be back again tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed Dan's show last night, his forecast. Let's see if we get them right when the games go ahead. And if you're going to a Premier League match as well, remember, respect each other. Go out there, enjoy yourselves, and come home safe. That's what it's all about. And also in grassroots football, go out there, respect the referee, respect the referee and each other, and make sure that the kids enjoy the game of football and there's no animosity throughout your game, and you go home happy. That is what grassroots football is all about, or should be. We'll be back again tomorrow around about 4 p.m. from myself, Mal Lane, all the team here at the Grassroots Show. Don't cross the line, respect programme, Hearts of Gold initiatives, no ref, no game, and one step ahead on mental health. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend and a great rest of the Saturday. Cheerio for now.